Welcome everybody to another episode of Out of Office, where we invite business professionals, entrepreneurs, and business owners to talk about everything but business. My name is Michael Guerrero, and I will be your host. Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Out of Office. I'm so excited that you guys are back here to join us once again. Today, I have a very special guest. But before that, my co-host is actually missing today. She decided that she was going to go on vacation without me. She left me behind, and here I am, sad and depressed. That's why I invited one of my good friends. She is the one who has been kind of helping me try out new things and, try new things in life. So everybody please welcome Socorro Martinez. Hi, Socorro.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Good. How are you, Michael?
Good. Are you excited to be here?
Nervous.
Why? It's just like our everyday combos and stuff.
Yeah, but it can be dangerous with you around.
First of all, on our WhatsApp chat.
Exactly.
That's all you, though. I don't even do nothing. And I'm like, all of a sudden, I see this man twerking on my screen, and it's just a mess. But anyway, how are you? How's everything going?
Good.
Are you enjoying the weather outside?
Yes, it's very nice.
It's super hot.
It is.
So let's talk a little bit about you, but most importantly, how we met, because I think people want to know how we relate to each other. Mm-hmm. I can't pinpoint the exact moment when we met, and I know we've talked about this before,
yes.
And I'll get to that of where we talked about it, because since the first episode, I've been trying to get this out and try to get it out, but they keep judging me for it. But I'll tell you what I'm talking about here in a second.
Okay.
Cool. I think we met at an event or something, right? I can't quite, it had to have been an event.
Yes.
Yeah. And
with
then,
your cousin, I actually met your cousin before I met you.
Okay. Yeah. And then did you meet Carla before you met me?
I think I met Carla and you the same night.
Oh, okay.
At the event.
Okay. Was I sober?
That I know of, yeah.
You would know, girl. You would know if I'm sober or not.
That is true.
Yeah, I think it was there, but we actually kind of shared a little bit of working at the same team or company at the time, which I think had to do with us meeting as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And my son.
We won't get into your son. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about you, who you are. First of all, are you originally from Iowa?
I wasn't born in Iowa. I was actually born in Texas.
Okay.
I have been in Iowa, though, for over 20 years. I've been here since I was 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I've been here since I was 13.
What brought you here?
My parents. I was only 13.
Oh, they moved here for
work.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot to mention the most important rule of everything is if we do talk about work or your business, you have to take a shot. And we have this one right here, which is me stopping the whole show because alcohol is my favorite subject. This one right here is a Buchanan's pineapple. Have you had this one before?
No, but I've heard really good things about it.
We used to drink it with like other things. We used to mix it, but it wasn't that good. Oh. And then last episode, I took a shot of it on its own, and it's actually pretty good.
Did you eat already?
I did not. No, I actually did not. But I'll get through it. I'm a trooper. Anyway, sorry. Back to you. They moved here for work, you said.
Yeah.
And then you've been here ever since.
Ever since.
You started your family here and all of that stuff.
Yep.
Now, your family, you have kids?
I have 2 kids. I'm actually even a grandma of 2 grandsons.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
And with you and your family and everything like that, are you guys pretty close or?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I actually thought they were going to grow up and fly and then forget about mom. Well, no, they're actually really, really close.
Really close. Do you guys as a family do different activities and stuff together or no?
Oh, yeah.
Because the last time I talked to you, the last activity you guys were doing was your daughter had found a place to go try micheladas or something like that. And I was like, damn.
Yes, my daughter, she loves just checking out restaurants or whatever. And she's like, when I'm down here, because she lives an hour and a half north. And so she's like, next time I'm down, we're going here. And it was some micheladas with camarones on top,
nice, yeah.
and chile and carne seca and all this.
That sounds good.
Oh,
Where did you guys have that? Here in Des Moines?
Yeah, here in Des Moines.
Oh, nice. And was that like a restaurant or was it like a truck?
It was a taco truck. Can I do names or no?
Which one is it? Tell me in my ear. I think I know which one you're talking about. We won't say names, though.
Okay.
We'll leave that to whoever wants to listen, whoever's listening in. I was going to tell you, so the topic of this podcast is, I came up with this and I told her literally last night, I was like, this is the topic, okay? And she was like,
well, I've been trying to get it out of you for so long because I wanted to be prepared. You're like, no, you can't be prepared.
Well, it's more natural that way, you know? But the topic is trying new things, because I feel like since we met each other, we've kind of learned a little bit from each other, like to...
Yes.
Like trying new things. Like for me personally, since meeting you, I was always that person that would like stay at home, and like I would want to do some things, but I'll be like, why would I be doing that? But then you came along, and then one of the biggest ones is tennis.
Yes.
So I've been trying to talk about this since the first episode, and they keep judging me for whatever reason. But
and he hasn't wanted to play tennis until we get over this episode, because he's like, we're not gonna have anything to talk about.
Yeah.
So we haven't played for like a month, I think.
Yeah, we haven't played, because I told her every time we go there, we always like go through our lives and everything. But I was like, girl, you gotta calm down, because we have to have something to talk about on the podcast. But yeah, Socorro is my tennis partner. And I had been wanting to play tennis for a while, because I don't do any sports. I'm just a city girl. I don't do any sports, but I've always been interested in tennis. And Socorro was the one that was like, we should go play, we should go do this. Because I think before that, you always talked to us about how you always try new things like for yourself, because you're like in a different space in your life right now.
Yep.
Because when I met you, you were super like reserved.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Like, yes.
Yeah.
I still am in some areas, but once I get to know you, it's like, oh, no, like, we're good. Like, everything's good.
And then last time on our tennis session, you were always like, well, I'm hoping to do new things now. I was like, whoa. Where did this change come from? So where do you think that was that switch where you were kind of like, oh, like I'm shy and I don't want to like do this to like a month ago where you're like, oh, let's go do this. I'm open to do this. And like all of that stuff. Where did that come from? That caught me a little bit off surprise.
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I think it's like, I think my first thing was to try new foods, and then it's like, well, why don't they, like, you know how they say incorporate everything the same in all areas of your life? And I'm like, well, I don't do that, like, activity wise.
Yeah.
And I think also, like, when I brought up the tennis to you, I think it's like, oh, you know, there's more people that like things that I like, and I don't think I was finding that.
Yeah.
You know, and so now it's like, even coming to Des Moines, it's just different.
Yeah. And even then, like, the biggest thing for me is like trying out like the tennis, and like we have so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then like we should have done this years ago.
We don't keep points because we don't know how.
Yeah. No, we just hit the ball and we hope that somebody else hits it back. Yeah,
exactly.
But it's a good time. Like we said, we have our chisme there that day, and we go down through all our conversations. That's why I was like, take a break, and we need to catch up on the podcast. But now that we're recording it, she messaged me. She's like, and we need to do tennis after the episode.
Yes.
So we need to get that scheduled too. But you mentioned that it was something new because you had just like even moving to Des Moines. Yeah. So where were you living before moving here?
So I was actually in a small town called Belmont, Iowa, which is about 2,300 people. Nice. So it's very small. And then I came to Des Moines, but in Des Moines, the people that I've actually met in Des Moines, they're like, Des Moines is small.
Yeah.
And like, to me, it's not small, right? Because I was in a town of 2,300 people, and everyone just knows you, especially, you know, being there since you were 13 years old. Mm-hmm. And now seeing it is, Des Moines to me is a little small because, like they say, where you go, you always see the same people. Yeah. You know, so now I understand what they mean by that, too.
And even for like us, because we're like in the professional world, I'm talking about it because I want to shop.
That would be you.
Professional world, like we do see like the same people, right? Yeah. Like it's always the same people around us. But then again, it comes back to the trying new things because we're so used to going to the same events and things with the same people. Yep. But I think it comes to like maybe trying new things and like involving ourselves in different things and new things to see different people, I guess, or
to network.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say network. I love networking.
It's tasting like a shot.
Go for it.
And then, but before this, just so everybody is clear on this, Socorro actually doesn't drink.
No.
Like a lot. Mm-mm. You just have like
one, and that's it.
Yeah, and you're out of control.
Oh yeah.
Majorly. On the table, on the bar. twerking, everything. I'm like, damn, Socorro. I'm like, you
I
need to
wonder
calm
where
down,
I get
girl.
that from.
Not me. Which one did you want? This one is just regular.
You're the
Patron.
You're the one drinking. I haven't
Okay.
talked about business. You did.
No, we talked about business and you said networking.
Oh, darn it.
Pero te voy a dar poquito nomás. Look, I'm so scared.
Because
Like that?
because you're scared.
You want
of
like
me.
that?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Because you're scared of me.
I know. I am kind of scared of you.
You know, you're not the only one that has said that.
Who else has said it?
I have
Well,
another
outside
friends. I have other friends that say the same thing.
She said, you're not the only one. I have other friends. I'm not a loner like you. Oops.
Oh my gosh.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
This is so, I hope it's good.
It is.
It is good, right?
Yeah. I can taste the alcohol, but it's not like major
super
strong. Yeah.
Yeah. We had tried it with, I don't know what else we paired it with last time. Not here, at home. We paired it with something else and we were not really feeling it. And I was like, why are people so hyped up about this? But if you take it as a shot on its own, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. Anyways, back to life. What kind of, what would you say like are some activities that you have tried that are new besides the tennis? Like what are other things that you've tried that have like changed your way of seeing things or your life or the way you do things? Like what are some major things that you do? Because I know coming from a small town to here, which like you said, might not be like a big city, but I mean, there's still some changes, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of changes, but I think it's also because of the people that you start hanging around with. Like when I was in the small town, I always felt like different, and then here I've just found more friends, true friends. But I've also told myself, like this was the year I told myself I was gonna do more of having better relationships with people.
Well, we're almost done with the year. Do you think you've gotten there?
I do.
Yeah, you've met a ton of new people like me.
Yes. And they're strong relationships, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I
They're
see
just
you
friends.
once every 6 months or I talk to you once every 6 months, you know, it's more like.
Because I feel like our relationship is a lot of like, like we go try new things, but I think we uplift each other as well, like in terms of like what we do.
I always say, I keep you around because you're very raw. Like he'll, like literally, like I'll tell him something and then you're like, oh no, like, you know, you're doing this or you're using or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't think about it that way, you know? So I like that you like challenge me that way.
Yeah. I mean, I try to be honest because I want to help you out too, because a lot of our conversations are about men.
Recently, yes.
And that's why I was surprised last time when you came to the tennis, you were like, I'm open to this. And then I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And then I think from what you told me, like the way you were like saying it or like your, I guess, expectations for somebody, I was like, what is she talking about? I was like, that is not how we do it around here. So then that I was honest about. I was like, girl, you need to get it together. How has that been going? Have you been going out more? Do you think you like attend things outside of like business things? You like?
Yes. Oh, yes. Completely.
Like what are your favorite like things to go? Like, do you go out like downtown? Do you go out to like have dinner?
So I do lunch with more friends, which I didn't before. I'm very like, I think it's called introvert, right?
Yeah.
And you're like a loner. And so I want to get out of that space.
Yeah.
So like I go out to dinner with friends, which I never did before. I'll go to events. Like I've gone to even events by myself.
Yeah.
It's like I said, you know, even if no one joins me, well, that's okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing about you, that you do a lot of things alone.
Oh yeah.
Like Carla and I were shocked. We were in tears almost.
Oh yeah. I remember when I told them, I'm like, I go eat by myself. And they're like, what?
Yeah. She was like, I was like, you go and sit down in a restaurant, you order your food, they bring it to you, you eat it there. And then you're like, yeah, it's the best thing. I was like, well, I don't know about that. I'm like, I grab my food, go sit in the car, in the back of the car, because I got my windows tinted for that purpose specifically.
See, I used to do that though, but it's hard. It's hard when you first do it. It is very hard because you're like, oh, people are looking at you differently and stuff. And nope, it's like no one cares.
Yeah.
No one's watching you. No one really, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was the first thing one of the first things that when I was preparing for this interview, I was like, okay, we need to talk about how she eats alone and she's proud and she's excited about it. But I asked a lot of people and not a lot of people do that.
It's because not a lot of people can.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. I wouldn't
But
be
see,
able to.
that's the thing is though, I had to learn, and I will tell you, even when I told like my daughter this, because so I'm actually a widow. And so after they became teenagers, well, they don't want to do things with mom, right? You know, they want to hang out with their friends and do whatever they want to do. And I was even telling my daughter, I'm like, you know, you guys wanted to do your things. And it's like, well, then what do I do now?
Yeah.
You know, who do I go eat with? And I was so involved with them that I didn't really have friends. And I always felt weird, you know, the odd one. So I had to do it a little bit by a little bit. Yeah. And I started following people, and then they would discuss it and talk about it. And they're like, no, it's really healthy. And so now it's like, I actually like being by myself.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy it.
Like, what else do you do by yourself? I know you go out and you eat by yourself. Do you go to like the movies on your own? Do you go to
No, but that is my next
to
goal.
Go to the movies on your own?
Yes.
I guess that's not as bad though.
You don't think so?
Oh, the liquor's coming up. No, I don't think that's as bad because you're like in a dark room. Like it's just you, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I thought about doing that the other day and I was like, no. So I guess it is kind of bad, as bad.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Do you think that relationship with your kids, like when you said, like they don't follow you anymore, ya no van contigo and all that thing, that was the big push for you that was like, okay, I got to do it on my own.
Yes.
And then, so what other things do you do besides the eating alone and things like that?
I do shopping by myself.
But is it like shopping like
clothes?
Like clothes shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's one of my things is I don't like to go shopping with other people.
Really?
Because I don't like shopping. So, and most of the girls like can be like out shopping for like 5 hours. I can't do that.
I take offense to that. No, because shopping is like my other favorite sport.
Really?
Yeah. Girl, leave Carla me in a store and it's over for the bank account. Because we're picking up left and right. So when you go shopping, you just go in there, you're like, I'm get this, and you like, walk out?
Yeah, I mean, within 1 or 2 hours, I'm done.
Oh.
I just.
But you eat alone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Take a nap. And then when you wake up, let me know. One of the things I want to put in here, first of all, we mentioned what's up earlier. I have a whole collection of stickers that I always send you.
Oh my goodness.
And one of them is a guy like dancing
yes.
In a thong.
And I'm like, if you were a different guy, I'm like, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I wanted to touch base on that too. When we first met, yes. I came up to you because we had already seen each other somewhere. And because like after you meet somebody for the first time, it's like a handshake.
Yep.
And then after that, it's el abrazo with like the kiss or whatever on the cheek, not like kiss, Latino people stuff. Anyways, I saw you sitting there and I know we were waiting for Carla.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And then I came up to you and like, I hugged you and like, and I greeted you and everything. And then like, once we got to know each other better, you were kind of like, you were the only one that I let that slide because
yes.
I wouldn't let anybody else do that.
I remember that. Yes. I was sitting by myself waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone else. Cause then you're like, oh, are you waiting for anyone? And I'm like, no. And you sat down and I'm like, oh, yeah. Michael. I'm like, if you would have known me before, I'm like, I would have stood you up and told you to leave. Yeah.
But at that time I didn't know. Cause me, my brain works half of the time. And then, so I don't know. I didn't know until you told me later. I was like, oh shit. I was like, thank God it didn't go a different way. Especially with Socorro. I'm scared. So that's why when you told me that it hadn't been that long and then you came back and you were like, I'm ready to do all this stuff. Then I was like, oh wow, there must have been something big that happened in Socorro's life that now she's out here willing to do it all.
Because you know why? Because I started learning about feminine and masculine in everyone.
Yeah.
And then that's what opened up my eyes to a lot of
Yeah, tell us
things.
a little bit more about that. Like what would you have identified yourself as?
So before I would have identified myself as masculine. I
Meaning?
had way too much masculine.
Okay.
Which is, I'm sure everyone has seen like on the reels, how even like women, when we're very masculine, it's like I can open the door for myself.
Yeah.
But when you're feminine, you allow the guy to like open the door or pay for dinner or whatever. Yeah. I wasn't that.
Yeah. You were like, I'm gonna do it for myself.
Correct.
But you think what do you think got you over to move a little bit more to like to find that feminine side in you?
By basically kind of reading about it, researching more about it. And then I also think my son helped me and my grandson.
Yeah. In what way would you say?
Like my grandson, like I feel like a little girl, you know, because you get down on the rug and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't have to like, you know, play
it up.
Yeah. With him, it's just like I can just relax and that's what it is. Feminine is just relaxing basically. And I couldn't relax before.
Damn. Then I must be feminine because I'm relaxing all the time. Because you know I have my naps. Here we go with the naps. Every episode we've mentioned the naps. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I had never known about that. What do you think I am?
You're masculine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have I ever opened the door for you?
I don't know about that, but you paid dinner.
No. Have I?
Yeah.
When?
All the time.
Oh. You guys want to go out to dinner? I'll pay.
And I remember also también la primera vez that we were at the event. I think it was that time del dinner también que te sentaste and then I'm like, you know, if you would have been someone else, I would have stood you up. Ese día también me dijiste, ¿quieres que te acompañe a tu carro? It was I don't know, 9, 10 that time. I'm like, no one had ever done that.
So I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
Aww. Pat on the back. No, yeah, I don't remember that. I was probably not here anymore, but I it's still with the same intentions.
But at that point I was very masculine and
yeah.
And so then I told you, oh no, if someone wants, because you're like, ay, te van a robar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ay, no, si me roban en 15 minutos me regresan. No me aguantan.
No, because I noticed at the beginning you had like this wall up.
Yes.
And for me, my how do you say it? My goal in life is to knock everybody's wall down. So once I like talk to somebody, I notice, I'm like, okay, why are they acting like this? And then that's when I know, like, okay, try to do one of your little jokes in there, like things like that. But you were tough. You were tough to get through. And I think it didn't happen till like some other things about business that we kind of over time just went through it. We got to know each other a little bit more. And then that wall, I felt like kind of started to come down a little bit. And now we play tennis together.
Yep.
Another one of our common interests that I know you like this topic is horses.
Oh yes. I love horses.
Yeah. What do you think is like as a child, were you like, did your parents like have like horses? Did you guys live on a farm or
no?
what?
So my grandfather did. He lived on a farm, but we would only go visit him every 2 years. And he had horses.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've ever felt like, I've always felt like when I was young and they would put me on the horse, it was like, let me loose. Like I can do this, but they would never allow me to do it. But I just wanted to like, just ride and like be free. I don't know how to explain it. It was just something like you feel.
Yeah. Do you see yourself like, or do you do a lot of that now? Or is it still like,
No, it's like,
yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah. Cause I know we've ridden a horse before together. Not together in the same horse, but like our good friend Maria Riola, shout out to Maria. She has a horse and she let us like one day go and like ride it and things like that. But we are looking for opportunities if anybody has horses.
Yes.
Let us know. Hit us up, 515. No, just like but yeah, horses are a big thing. Do you see yourself maybe in the future? Because I know we talk about, I don't want to say it because I don't want to take a shot. But you know, I be selling houses. Do you ever see yourself like owning like a farm or anything like with horses or anything like that?
Yeah. I always say, mi futuro marido vale más que le gusten because.
Well, tell them. Tell them, let's find you one. We saw each other at the fair as well during the horse event, which was really nice as well. What do you think about that?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Would you ever be involved in it like that much?
Oof.
Or do you think just like as recreational, like, oh, like here, I want to go?
No, I think more recreational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think I could do like
I think for me, it's more like a therapy.
Yeah. But do you like take care of the horse too, or you just want to like ride the horse and that's it?
Oh, no. I mean, I want to take care of it.
Oh,
I think that would be like the relaxing part.
Really?
Like, I would think so.
No, I just want to ride it and like somebody else do all the work.
Except, the hoofs thing.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
all
I could
that
do
stuff.
that. No. But like bathing, things like that, yes.
Oh, no. I'm going to have to hire you to
Como
do
dice
that.
mi hijo, you're ¿cómo dice? You're Gucci? What is it? No, not Gucci.
Oh,
What's that word?
I remember he said you're bougie.
Bougie.
He said you're bougie. One time we went over to his house.
Yeah.
It was late at night. And then he was like, you're not going. You're too bougie for my house. I was like, I got you the house. I was with you when you bought the house. But no, I'm not bougie. Have you been out? I haven't seen you in a while. Like besides the tennis and stuff. Like I haven't seen you like out anywhere.
Because I've been out of state.
Where were you at?
I was at the farm.
What farm?
At my parents' farm.
Oh, where are they at?
Missouri.
Oh, yeah, Missouri.
Yeah.
Do they have horses out there or no?
Mm-mm.
No.
My dad won't let me get any.
What do they have?
Cows.
Cows?
Yeah.
Oh, gross. Oh, these are hurting. I was going to talk about something else. Oh, I know. You also do a lot of, back to the trying new things, but I don't know if this is new for you. You do a lot of traveling, like with groups of other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that. Because when you told me that too, I was like, okay, Socorro, calm down.
So usually when I travel anywhere,
Yeah.
usually people I know don't want to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like around here, they don't want to travel. So I'll go in with groups of like we do ladies groups or we do guy and girls trips. But it's always from people that are not from Iowa.
Okay.
Some of them I know personally and some I don't. I know them on the trip. But we have connections that's why I feel safe.
But like, where do they come from then?
What do you mean, where do they come from?
Like you said, they're not from Iowa. So where do you start? Like you start your trip here or what?
No. We fly to the destination.
Oh.
And that's where we meet. And
okay,
either
okay.
it's a hotel or Airbnb, whatever we decide to do.
And then you guys all live together?
Mhm.
Like Big Brother?
Mm-hmm. No. If it's a guy and girls group, the guys stay together and the girls stay together.
But they're just like random people though anyway. Like if all the girls-
Sometimes not. Sometimes we know each other. Like the trip that I just took,
Mhm.
I know the girls that I was with.
And where'd you go?
We went to Puerto Rico.
And how was that?
It was good.
Really? I
Yeah.
haven't been to Puerto Rico, but I always wanted to. How was that? Like, what was your favorite part of the trip?
The rainforest.
Oh, yeah. You had mentioned this before, I
Yeah,
think.
the
How was that? Like, what was that like? Was it like a tour or what? Or you just
No,
walking
we didn't take the
rainforest?
tour. One of the girls that we were with actually had already been there. So she kind of knew all the places. But when the hurricane came, it took a
Mhm.
lot of the things from the rainforest that they don't have anymore.
Oh, okay.
So she said it wasn't as
As it used to be.
yeah.
So what did you do? Just walk through the rainforest? or
Yeah,
what?
we walked 20,000 steps that day.
So you went to another place. What is it? A country? What is it?
Puerto Rico? No,
Yeah.
it's part of the United States.
But what? It's not a state.
No, it's not. I think it's a Providence, it's called,
Oh.
of the United
So
States.
you went over there and then you were like, you know what would be the best thing to do on vacation? Go hiking.
Yeah.
Girl, bye. We have other things to do around here.
I even tell you to come on the trips and you don't come.
No, because I'm not going to go with random people.
You know me.
Yeah, but they're going to separate us.
No, they're not. We all do everything together.
Oh. I don't know. We'll take a trip, but not with other people. That's weird to me. She's like, I just joined the Facebook group that has. I'm like, ugh, girl, what are you up to?
Yeah, it's fun. I told you
crazy.
I can't say it.
What?
I can't say the word because you're going to make me take another sip.
Oh, yeah. Well, only if you want. I don't make the rules. Aki does. Shout out Aki. Making his drink at 4 p.m. Have you ever drank this early?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't keep tabs.
It's usually you with your drink and then a glass of water, right?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
you take a sip and then you drink water.
Yep.
Meantime, I'm down over there on the floor doing it, dipping and doing and twirling and all of that. She's like proud. I'm like, okay, girl, calm down.
I always say I don't know if you're my what is it called? You're my son. You're my son, but not by blood, or you're my what is it called? Brother that I never had.
Hopefully both. Wait, hopefully not your son. Shout out Jose. I always be swiping up on his stories and I'm like, hit me with that big machine that they drive. I don't know what it is. I'm like, can you run me over with that? He always plays it out like, okay. Until he blocks me. Have we ever done brunch together?
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have done brunch together, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why it popped into my brain, but Socorro always makes me think of brunch.
Because of the champagne.
Yeah, I don't know. But we need to do brunch again. Brunch is always fun with Socorro. What time are we at, Iggy? How much? 4:44. But how much time is it recorded? 31 minutes. That's good. Let me take a look at my notes because one of my feedback last time was you were all over the place. You need to take notes.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Now we do have to go, what is it called? Shooting.
Oh, yeah. Archery, no?
Well,
actual shooting.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah, I want to go do that.
Yeah.
But
if there's any suggestions, we don't know where to go.
yeah, we have no idea where to go. So that's why we're trying new things and ni sabemos ni qué.
That's the whole point, though.
Yeah, I guess. Like you said last time, like, let's do archery. And I was driving. I was like, archery? And then I was like, actually, yeah, I want to do archery. But we don't even know where to go or anything like that.
No, I think that one we just have to get the equipment and then the park, and then we just go to the park and I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. You just go to the park with it.
No, there's a park that has
okay. The targets and stuff.
Yeah, there we go. But I think you have to buy like the bow and arrow
and stuff like
Yes,
that.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
that's expensive though.
Is it?
I think it's like an expensive sport.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll have to see, and then we'll let you guys know. Have you tried the? Do you like golfing?
I don't know how to golf.
Me either. But they opened up the new Top Golf over
yes,
here.
I want to go there.
Yeah, we need to do that one as well.
Oh, yes.
Add it to our list.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to do that one as well because I don't know. I feel like I'm trying new things now. But how does that work in the winter?
They say it's still going to be open.
How?
I think it has heaters or something like that in that area.
Yeah, because winter is coming. How do you feel about that? Coming from Texas and all of that. Well, I guess you've been here for a long time, right?
But I still don't like the...
You don't like the winter?
I don't like the snow, the winter, the cold, no.
So do you see yourself staying here in Iowa for a long time, or do you think you'll eventually go back to like a warmer state?
I don't think I'll end up here, but like I always say, you can plan anything and it doesn't mean that it's going to happen.
But do you want to though?
Stay in Iowa? No.
Or I mean like leave Iowa? Mm-hmm. And where would you go? Back to Texas?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. It's because I only lived in Texas until I was like 5, so I don't really remember it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, my parents took me from Texas to Maine. Maine's over by New York.
Mm-hmm. Why there? For work too?
Mm-hmm.
What do your parents do?
At that time,
mm-hmm.
they worked for, I can't say names. Oh. They worked for an egg factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which there's a lot from where the little town you came from, no?
Correct.
It's like a lot of that stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
Let me see what else I have in my notes. Okay, she doesn't drink. Okay. Trying new things. Okay. I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel since you met me that I've made your life so much better?
How?
Yeah.
Like I always say, you're just so raw, and that's what I love about you. You're just
He's
so
laughing
raw.
like, really? That's a question?
You're just so raw, and like you said in your first interview, you're 90% sarcastic.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like he might be sarcastic, but he's like, to me, you're like, there's a point into that. You know,
there's some truth in there.
Yes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand that though, because like I'm literally like sarcastic, like I joke around like this all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then some people are like, okay, like I don't know about that, but I probably just don't like hearing the truth.
Yeah.
Maybe they're the problem and I'm not.
I don't know. You know,
She
that
said,
is
I don't know.
it's because you know
Cut
what?
that out.
You know why I say that? Because I was thinking the other day, you know how when you're around people and then some people, like, I don't know if it's their energy or is it your energy?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just don't feel comfortable with them.
Yeah.
So, and I've always like, and why is it with some other people? It's like, the energy is so like.
Off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it my energy or is it their energy?
It's them. You never put the blame on yourself. You always have to give it to somebody else. So you feel like our energy is like good?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, when you told me that time, I'm scared of you. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you're like the one that I feel like very comfortable. Like,
well, because at that time you were like such like you said, you had like that masculine energy. You were like so like, I was like, I don't want to make a joke because I don't know what she'll do, but like now, like we've broken that.
Yeah,
we've broken that wall.
That is true.
Or were you so excited when I had invited you to come on the podcast?
No, I was nervous.
What were you expecting? Because I knew you were probably expecting that little man on What's Up.
That is true.
I'm trying to figure out if we can paste it in here somehow. It'd probably be inappropriate.
Yeah, it would.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here, Socorro. I think every time we meet, this is like the type of conversations that we have, but a little bit more in detail. In detail. I feel like we have learned a lot from each other, and we have tried new things that I've like learned from you to try new things, and like vice versa when I tell you the truth. So I'm so excited that you were able to come out here today. I know you're super busy. So tell us, what is your profession? What do you do? What is it that that you specialize in?
So I am in the finance industry, and so I help with people with not only people but also businesses with life insurances, annuities, 401k, simple IRAs, so anything that has to do with the finance portion. And then I also do tax preparation also. Yes,
and what I like about you is your interest is always on the client. On the person, so you're not upselling them anything, and you're always explaining to them how it works as well. So thank you for taking time to come talk to me today. Carla's not here, so I'll thank you on her behalf.
No, I enjoyed it, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you at our next tennis game.
Oh, of course.
If we can hit the damn ball. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and thank you guys for coming back. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys on the next one.